Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Chanina. Hey girl, hey, and it's Friday. It's Friday. It's the end of the week. It's the last day. So what y'all gonna do? Chanina, it's on you. I'm gonna get my work on. I'm gonna get my clean on. I'm gonna get my chill on all weekend long. Hey, so get your work on. Say get your eating on. Say get your chill on all weekend long.
Jumping out the whip, shit cold. Watching my stepgram froze. Most my days spent alone. Same with my bro, he knows. Ay, gotta pay dues. Walking in mud, you can check my.
Girl, if you're from Atlanta or been in Atlanta long enough, then you know. But hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Today's Friday, and your girl had to get some rest, honey. Oh my gosh, I didn't vlog yesterday or the day before yesterday. Whew, because I was just going through a thing, girl. Okay, I don't know what was going on, but I was not feeling motivated at all. I still got some work done though, obviously, because I have a home-based business and that keeps going no matter what's happening. Okay, but child, I've been looking at my emails and messages, and y'all been hitting me up asking, hey, how do I do this? How do I send that out to my agent? How do I do my taxes? How I do my 1099s? How I do this? How I start my call center? How I do... Girl, okay, cool. So let's talk about it. So if you guys are new to the channel, I am a home-based business owner. One of the things that my business does is I recruit agents who want to work from home and do basically what I do. I work on the Arise platform as a customer service representative, and I just bring on people who want to do the same thing. So what I did was when I started my business 2 years ago, I already had my mind made up that that's what I was going to do way before I actually did it. So when the time came about for me to do so, it was really all about timing, you guys, to be honest with you guys. It was really about timing. We were like in the middle of the pandemic, and I just wanted to work for myself and just took that opportunity to just go ahead and take a leap of faith and do it. So the first thing that I did was I had to come up with a business name. So I was like, well, what am I going to do? And I went to, I think I went to the Secretary of State for Georgia, and you can like search business names to make sure that nobody else has it, right? So I went there, realized nobody else had that exact name. Now there is another business that's pretty close, but not exact. So I was able to use that name. So I went ahead, filled out everything that I needed to fill out, got the okay saying, hey, you're now a LLC. Cool. Then you get your EIN number, right? And that really takes no time. You just, I forget the website, but you can Google it. EIN, it's free, okay? Don't let nobody tell you that it's not. It's free, okay? You go in there, you get your EIN number, and then you're set to go there, right? So now you got to put a plan in place, okay? Because what you don't want to do is you don't want to then partner your business with Arise, and then you start marketing for agents and stuff, and then you've got none of the other part. You know, you don't have a foundation, right? So what I mean by foundation is, okay, once you've gotten your LLC, now you need a business bank account. The only way you'll be able to get a business bank account is if you have a business, okay? So of course you have to provide the proof and the documents needed to the bank for all of that. Now you're set to go. Now as far as business banking, there are a million banks that you could go with that offer a business banking option. I recommend, if you are trying to start your home-based business on a budget, I would do my research with each bank that you're interested in to see what their fees are, to see what you need to do to open the account. Excuse me. To see how much you need to maintain in the account in order to not assess any additional maintenance fees, you know, all that type of stuff. and do that. And once you decide what you're going to do with that, then it's time to figure out if they offer a direct deposit option, okay? Because you got to pay your agents, y'all, okay? You can't hold on to their money. You got to pay your agents. So now you got to figure that part out, okay? So I use, I've mentioned this several times. I use the square.com website. They have a payroll service. So I basically, I have a business bank account, and I basically have it connected to the Square, and that's how I pay my agents. It is not expensive at all compared to other alternatives. That's just the direction that I went in because I myself started this business on a budget, okay? A very thin budget at that, okay? So anywho, so once you get that part figured out, now you want to get into making sure you have all your legal documents. So like your independent contractors agreements, rental equipment agreement, things like that. There used to be a client on the platform where you had to purchase equipment. I don't even think they're on the platform anymore. But however, Girlicity is where I got all of my contracts from because honestly, you guys, I couldn't afford to hire a lawyer at the time to look over any documents that I might have curated on my own, right? And I don't know a whole lot of legal jargon. So instead of putting myself at risk, I just went ahead and went with Girlicity. She has a whole contract package. It has all kinds of stuff in there. And at the time, it wasn't that expensive. It's been a couple years, so I'm not sure what her fee is now. But I'll definitely put her website down in the description box so that you guys can go check her out. I'll also put I believe the business is Kingdom Administrative Services. That's where I get my invoice payroll package from. So it's basically a Excel spreadsheet of payroll invoices, and all you do is plug in the information. It calculates all the numbers for you when you're putting in their service revenue and all that stuff, right? It takes a lot of work out of it. At the time, the pricing was different. I believe she charges more now. But you guys, if you just want to cut down some of the work just to get started, I definitely recommend investing in that. And then later on, you can choose another alternative. You can create your own, or however you want to do it, right? But that's just a recommendation to help get you guys started. Another thing I would recommend is trying to figure out your website. So you definitely want to have a place where agents can go to get general information. It doesn't have to have a whole lot of stuff on the website. It can be a one-pager if you want it, as long as it gets to the point of what it is you're actually offering. It doesn't matter if you offer other services through your business that are kind of related to what you're doing, as far as a home-based business partnered with the Rise, then you can add those services to your website. If it's something that you offer that's completely different from your business, I would not put that on your website, right? I would create a separate website for that. Another tool that you want to go ahead and figure out too is like your CRM. Like, how are you going to keep track of all the agents that are going to be coming to you to work with you, right? You got to have some sort of system, okay? Then you got to figure out what your flow is going to be. So before you start recruiting, what are you going to do? Like, is there going to be an application? Are you going to have an application for them to fill out? Are you going to do virtual interviews? Are you going to hold information sessions? How are you going to do that? And there's different ways you can go about doing that. You can use freeconference.call, freeconferencecall.com to make videos or hold sessions, things like that, right? You can use Loom and create like a workspace where you're doing like different videos. Let's say you want to do like a welcome video for your agents, right? You can use Loom. I think it's about $10 a month if you want to do it monthly. I can't remember how much it is yearly. but you could go that route. As far as websites, there's plenty of platforms that you can go to create your own website. GoDaddy, Wix, Square. Uh, those are just the three that I can think of off the top of my head. If you don't feel like you are capable of building your own website, or you don't have a whole lot of patience, because it does take a lot of patience, you can actually hire somebody to build it for you. So you can go to Fiverr and you can look for somebody to do your website, create your logo, those sorts of things. You can find somebody within your budget, right? As far as like business addresses, business phone, there's a lot of alternatives that you can use for that. You just have to do some research, right? And find what works for you and what works for your budget. Let's see. And this is all before you start bringing in agents, you guys. Okay, so you have to figure out how you're going to send your documents. So I use DocuSign. I jump between HelloSign and DocuSign because you get 3 free send outs a month. And then if I need more, then of course I just upgrade to the paid plan. With DocuSign, I believe it's $10 a month if you want to do it monthly. With HelloSign, I believe it's $15 a month if you want to do it monthly. I could be wrong about that. But you do have the option to do monthly if you don't want to do yearly, right? So all of these things can be done on a budget. What else? Let's see. So yeah, your emails, templates, so like your information email. If somebody fills out an application, you could send them an email with some more information. Your welcome packet, your documents, your W-9 form, which you can actually download from the irs.gov. You don't have to pay for that. You just download a copy and keep a master copy on your computer, and you can send it out to your agents. A direct deposit form. There's a couple of ways you can go about that. You can either create your own, or you can Google a direct deposit template and just redo it with your information on there, your logo, all that stuff. It's just so many different things that you can do prior to recruiting. So once you get to the part where you are officially ready to bring agents on board, then you start thinking about, how are you going to market your business? Who's going to be your target audience, right? Are you going to target veterans? Are you going to target college students? Are you going to target work from home moms, single dads who have small children at home and need to work, things like that? Who is your ideal candidate, right? What information do you know about the platform? What I recommend is, if you are jumping into this without servicing any of the clients on the platform, I recommend servicing at least one client first on the platform, so you can get a feel for the systems and all that, and the different issues that your agents may or may not experience. And then you can kind of, speak to them with a little bit more experience. You know what I'm saying? It definitely helps if you service on the platform prior to recruiting any agents, right? So that you can get a feel of what they're going to be doing. I think I've gone through all of the basics. Social media, you definitely want to create some sort of social media presence. For me, it just so happens that I was already on YouTube, and then I came into this opportunity and just start talking about it. But when I actually became an IBO is when I made like my social media business pages. So you can make a business page on Twitter, you can make a business page on Instagram, Facebook, and you can kind of share those pages amongst other people who are also on social media, with a click of a share button. You know what I'm saying? To get people to go view your website to see what it is that you do. You can go to forums and answer questions of people who are looking to work from home. You can create relationships online without actually selling yourself. You just, hey, this is what I do and you can do it too, sort of thing, right? Without making it seem like a like you're just, because there's a lot of work from home situations on Facebook, so you got to be a little bit careful when you're in the groups and you're marketing and stuff like that. You don't want to sound like a lot of people already kind of have this thing where a rise is a scam, and it's not. So you got to kind of be careful with how you word stuff online, because what you're offering is not necessarily a job, it's a business opportunity, slash contractor position. So you never want to market yourself as if you're hiring employees, because you are not hiring employees. Okay. Now there are some call center business owners that do have their businesses in a W-2 structure. But I just want to let you guys know, if you happen to go that route, it is going to be way more expensive. You're going to have to provide benefits, you know what I'm saying, because they're employees. So you have to provide benefits, medical, dental, all that stuff, and it can be pretty expensive. Okay, so you kind of want to think about which direction you want to go with your business. There is a little bit of a fine line between contractor and employees, so you want to be careful with that when it comes to advertising and marketing your business. I think that's it for right now that I can think of off the top of my head, you guys. If I can think of anything else, then of course I will let you guys know.